RS Cartoon TV.
Title: The Little Boy and the Squirrel's Gift. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a curious little boy named Oliver. Oliver was a nature enthusiast. He spent his days exploring the woods, learning about the different plants and animals that called it their home. One sunny morning, as Oliver ventured deeper into the forest, he heard a faint cry for help. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a tiny squirrel trapped in a thorny bush. Its tiny paw was caught, and it was trembling in fear. One sunny morning, as Oliver ventured deeper into the forest, he heard a faint cry for help. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a tiny squirrel trapped in a thorny bush. Its tiny paw was caught, and it was trembling in fear. One sunny morning, as Oliver ventured deeper into the forest, he heard a faint cry for help. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a tiny squirrel trapped in a thorny bush. Its tiny paw was caught, and it was trembling in fear. One sunny morning, as Oliver ventured deeper into the forest, he heard a faint cry for help. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a tiny squirrel trapped in a thorny bush. Its tiny paw was caught, and it was trembling in fear. One sunny morning, as Oliver ventured deeper into the forest, he heard a faint cry for help. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a tiny squirrel trapped in a thorny bush. Its tiny paw was caught, and it was trembling in fear.
Sammy's eyes lit up with gratitude, and the two of them set off on their adventure, gathering acorns throughout the forest. Along the way, they encountered various other forest animals, including a wise old owl named Oscar, a playful deer named Daisy, and a mischievous raccoon named Ricky. As they worked together, Oliver and Sammy shared their acorn bounty with their new friends. Oscar, Daisy, and Ricky were touched by Oliver's kindness and Sammy's resourcefulness. They decided to join their group and help gather even more acorns. Days turned into weeks, and the group of friends became inseparable. They laughed, played, and shared stories under the canopy of the forest. They learned valuable lessons from each other, and their bond grew stronger with each passing day. One chilly evening, as they were gathered around a campfire, Oscar the owl began to share a tale from his own life. Long ago, Oscar began, I was selfish and thought only of my own needs. But one day, I met a kind-hearted mouse who was in need of shelter from the rain. I allowed the mouse to take shelter under my wings, and that small act of kindness changed my life forever. I learned the joy of helping others. Daisy, the deer, nodded in agreement. I too once ignored the pleas of a lonely rabbit who needed a friend. But when I offered my companionship, I discovered the happiness that comes from giving. Ricky, the raccoon, added, I used to steal food from others, thinking only of myself. But when I shared my food with a hungry squirrel, I realized the joy of sharing and the value of friendship. These stories had a profound impact on Oliver. He realized that the acts of kindness he had shown to Sammy and the other animals were not just about helping them, they had also enriched his own life. One day, Sammy approached Oliver with a special gift, a beautiful, shiny acorn he had saved just for him. Oliver, Sammy said, this acorn symbolizes our friendship. It represents the kindness you've shown to me and the lessons we've learned together. Touched by Sammy's gesture, Oliver accepted the acorn with gratitude. He decided that he wanted to give something special to his friends as well. So, he gathered some materials from the forest and crafted unique gifts for each of them. For Oscar, he made a cozy nest where the wise owl could rest comfortably. For Daisy, he created a beautiful flower crown to adorn her graceful antlers. And for Ricky, he fashioned a small mask, a symbol of their playful adventures together. When Oliver presented his gifts to his friends, their hearts swelled with joy. They realized that the truest gifts were the ones from the heart, given with love and friendship. As time passed, Oliver and his forest friends continued to explore the wonders of the forest together. They faced challenges, celebrated victories, and learned valuable lessons about kindness, compassion, and the importance of friendship. And so, in the heart of the lush green forest, a small boy named Oliver and a squirrel named Sammy, along with their other animal friends, proved that even the smallest acts of kindness could create bonds that would last a lifetime. They learned that true happiness came not from what they received but from what they gave, and their hearts were forever filled with the warmth of friendship and the magic of the forest.